What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you don't already know who I am, my name is Smith Reese. I'm a 16-year-old entrepreneur based out of Los Angeles, and I've done over 6 figures in my online business. Today, I want to talk about the 7 traits that will make you a millionaire by the time you're 20 years old. So the first trait I want to go over, and probably the most important trait, is definitely reliability. If you are reliable, you will be essentially unstoppable in any aspect of business and social relationships. I've had people in the past who are great people. I've enjoyed spending time with them, but they're just completely unreliable. And it was just so hard to offer them opportunities, try and do something with them, and it's just you're not trustworthy. As a man, your word is the most important thing that you have, and if you're unable to keep your word as a man, then nobody will trust you. So for example, let's say I'm hanging out with somebody and they say that they're going to be there 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, and then it happens time and time again. That unreliability is going to build up, and eventually I just won't want to spend time with them. As a man, if you are unable to keep your word, you will not be trusted by the people around you. You need to understand that if you are unsure of something, you need to be clear that you are unsure, and if you are sure of something, then you better make that happen. If you tell somebody something and you aren't able to stick up to it time and time again, people will frown upon you. And if you are currently a man watching this video and you are 1, unreliable, or 2, unable to stick to your word, then you should be ashamed. Now, the next trait that I have in order to make $1 million by the time you're 20 is persistence. We all have that one friend who is devoted and motivated 24/7. No matter time and time again, if he gets knocked down, he's going to keep trying. If he starts a business and fails, he starts another one. If he fails a PR in the gym, then he's going to go again. People like this who have this persistent mindset and refuse to give up are the people that are going to make it in the long term. I'm sure everybody knows that your first, second, or even third business venture probably won't work out, but it's those absolute killers who have tried 100 businesses and they're so hyped to get in that 101st business idea. Those types of guys with that mindset, those absolute killers, are the type of people that are going to make it long term. If you lack this persistent mindset, expect to not make it far in business. Now, the third trait I have for people who want to make $1 million by the time they're 20 years old is the ability to recognize opportunity. Millions and millions of opportunities go by you every single year. Whether it be as little as giving a homeless guy $1 or it be as big as you turning down a multi-million-dollar business deal, opportunities pass you all the time. And if you are able to identify what opportunities you should take advantage of, then you, my friend, will make it very far in business. When I look at successful people, I don't attribute it to what they did do, I attribute it to what they didn't do. If you are able to recognize certain opportunities that are good for you and you are able to take advantage and strike those opportunities at the right time, you will definitely be unstoppable. Most people see a bunch of opportunities and they kind of choose them willy-nilly. They don't think about life as a game of chess. They don't make moves precisely and strategically. They just go into whatever they think is right, and that is how you fail. Now, the fourth trait I have is charisma. Let's say you hop on a business call, you hop on a meeting, you're trying to close a client. If you hop on that call and you're like, hey, yeah, so I can decide to sign you a retainer for $2,000. Bro, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Whether that be talking to people, whether that be talking to women, or whether that just be like sales in general, my friend, you are not going to get anywhere if you don't know how to tell a good story, speak concisely and persuasively. Most people don't really know how to articulate themselves in a certain manner. They kind of just go around life talking to everybody. Once you realize that the way you articulate yourself in your words and the cadence that you speak in really gives people an image on who you really are, whether that be in person, to your parents, on social media, whatever. As long as you are able to make people enjoy their time around you, that's all that matters. Now, the fifth trait I want to talk about is surrounding yourself with the right people. A great analogy that I like to use is if you are a basketball player and you hang around a bunch of soccer players 5 times a week, you're going to end up becoming a soccer player. No matter what you say, no matter, oh, I'm going to stick to basketball, you are going to be a soccer player. And this translates to real life in your own social circle. If you're hanging out with people and you actually want to be an entrepreneur, but your friends are smoking, drinking, partying every single weekend, then be brutally honest with yourself. It's better to be alone than with bad influences. When I started my entrepreneurship journey, for 6 months, I didn't have any friends. I didn't talk to anybody. And I understood that that was a part of the process. And after those 6 months, I was able to find the right social circle and finally level up. Now, the sixth trait that I have, ladies and gentlemen, is doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Now, I'm not talking about the Hamza outro, but I am talking about doing work when you don't want to. Doing those hard things, whether that be going to the gym, taking a cold shower, building up the right mindset, and that discipline really pays off. I like to say that most fat people aren't necessarily going to succeed in entrepreneurship. Now, the reasoning for that is if they aren't in shape and they aren't able to have that discipline already by going to the gym, then they aren't able to use that in their own business. Let's say you're a little bit out of shape, you want to lose some weight. Before you decide to start any business at all, I would highly recommend going to the gym every single day, building up that discipline, finally losing that weight, having that mental clarity, being in that flow state more often, and overall just having a better body, which gives you more confidence. That's really going to give you a kickstart in your entrepreneurship journey. Now, the seventh and final trait is one that's not so much talked about, but very, very important. And that is the ability to identify if there are hidden intentions behind somebody's actions. So take a look at all these YouTubers. Take a look at me. Is there an intention behind what I'm doing? Is there something that I get out of it? Is there some kind of return? So think about it. If somebody's telling you something, are you just going to take whatever they tell you and just say, well, okay, they're helping me out for free? No, you need to understand that there is some kind of hidden intention behind every action. Now, even right now, with you watching my YouTube video, what am I getting out of this? What value am I getting out of this? I'm getting subscribers, followers, and in return, I'm able to monetize off of that. Now, look at all these other YouTubers. For example, Eman Gachi. Time and time again, for the past year, he's been giving out great content and tons of free value. But what are his hidden intentions behind that? If you take a close look at his videos, under every single video when he started his social media takeover, he had a link to his most popular video in the bio. And what was that? It was an hour-long video teaching you the best business model in 2023. And what was the whole purpose of that video? It was a giant sales funnel to his $1,000 program. Can you believe that? That's some genius marketing, dude. There's always some kind of hidden intention. There's always some kind of meaning. There's a reason somebody's telling you something. And look, this isn't going to be the case all the time, but it is definitely a skill and a trait that you need to have as an entrepreneur to be able to look at that, analyze it, and tell yourself, is there something that they are getting out of this? Is it in their favor? And is there a hidden intention into what they're telling me? Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe down below. I have a free Discord server with people doing $40,000, $50,000 a month, such as me and other like-minded entrepreneurs. If you are interested in joining, it's free. Click that link in the bio. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.